What work? What is that? Like, I don't do that. What? Ain't no topics no more, man. I'm done.
Yeah.
You sure? Or should we come back?
I think that'd be a good call to do it.
We just quit right now?
No, I'm having fun.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you said, when it feels like work, that's when we do it.
Well, I'm having
right
fun
now.
too.
Yeah, I'm always having fun. Come on.
You know I'm having fun because I just dropped the logo. I just dropped the logo to somebody that is a big supporter of our channel.
I was.
You know,
I thought you were talking about JuJu for a second because he's having fun on the milk crate.
Oh no! Well, you know, some people milk crate, but you know what helps with the milk crate? When your aerodynamic is right. And you know how you get your aerodynamic right? When you use that lawnmower 4.0. You know, the one with the light.
So JuJu didn't need the spotters.
Who needs a spotter when you're aerodynamic, baby? Because when it's hot, because it's the summertime right now, it's still August. When it's hot, you know, you perspire a little bit, and that perspiration could alter your balance. We know hair in certain areas, you know, promotes a little bit more heat, which promotes a little bit more perspiration. But when you use that lawnmower 4.0, baby, we trim that grass. And when you trim that grass, you get a little more wind down that way, and that should help those people out. And that's how you get that bounce like that. And that's why my man was able to just pop, down the thing like that.
Completed the milk crate challenge.
Absolutely, man. So if you want to complete the milk crate challenge, baby, what you need to do is get that lawnmower 4.0. All right, that performance package 4.0. But more importantly, you need to use that promo code, which is MOATS. And when you use that promo code, you get 20% off along with free shipping. Who doesn't want free shipping? Who doesn't want 20% off? Who doesn't want to be aerodynamic below the waist? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Crop reviver, crop refresher. Can't go wrong with it, baby. Manscaped. Trust us. We're the experts. We talk about it and we try it, man. Listen, when we say the delicate ones appreciate it, they will. All right.
The JuJu milk crate challenge.
Go for it.
We talked a little bit about this before we jumped on the podcast.
Yeah.
You have a conspiracy.
I do. I actually do.
Man. I love it.
All right. As I dab my forehead, then let me take a sip of my water before I share my theory. Well, here we go. So, when we're referring to JuJu's Milk Crate Challenge, right? This is the challenge where, for those that don't know, you stack up milk crates in a step-like motion, and then
it's like a pyramid.
Pyramid gets to the top, starts going back down, right? But it's step, 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 step. All right. And typically, a lot of these people that do these things, they fall horribly, very miserably, and very painfully to the ground. A lot of people do. Now, we've seen a couple people successfully do it, and it's always dope. So with JuJu, he decided to join in the festivities. And as you could imagine, everybody went in a ruckus, whether it was applauding his efforts or chastising him for his participation in said challenge. But as I looked at this video, as I researched while researching, you know, because you got to research while researching. You can't just research. You got to double research when it's JuJu sometimes. Yeah. It's JuJu, TikTok. I said, oh Lord, let me research the research. All right.
Yeah.
So I got the researching on the research while I was in the process of a research in the middle of galaxy traveling. Okay. And as I looked, I said, I noticed something here. Light bulb moment. Bink. I said, I see the video, but I see where it starts at. And I said, milk crate challenge. But I only see the last 4 steps from JuJu. Now, every milk crate challenge I've seen, whether it's been a good one or a failed one, that have always started at the beginning. Whether it's the Colts mascot, whether it was a gentleman that was rolling up.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, the Colts mascot did it in uniform.
Did he make it?
Absolutely.
Did he?
It was hype in the Colts facility. Absolutely, yeah. And I think the Colts main social media team put it out, their main account. So like we've seen the Colts mascot do it. We've seen a gentleman rolling up some research material while walking the crate challenge and finished in time to take a trip around the galaxy. I saw him jet out to Mars. I said, well, I waved to him. I was like, hey man, I see you there, buddy. All right. We've seen all these things, but they all start at the beginning. Whether the guy's walking up, whether the guy's already on it, you see it at the beginning. With JuJu's though, you never see that. I said, And I got the thing. I said, okay, maybe it's just this person, right? But then I said, no, not this person. Now, if it was me, if it was you, we small time. We got cameras, but we don't have cameras, right? We might record, but we're not going to have multiple angles. We're not going to have multiple people out there. This is JuJu. We know how JuJu rolls. We've seen it. We all know. Like, he has the social media squad.
Looked like there was a circle around him too for it.
So the conclusion that I drew was he didn't do it all the way. Because if he would have, we would have seen the full video. You think about everybody that was out there. You think about JuJu in his own right. What gets buzz? The buzz is you completing the whole thing, visually seeing it. And you mean to tell me everybody that was out there, his team, all the people that were there, the spotters, nobody has any video
when he started
further than the 4 steps. No other, like, not even a janky, grainy, oh, it's somebody head in the back. No other footage except those steps. I said, yeah, JuJu, you're a marketing genius. You're a marketing genius because, number 1, you got everybody talking about you again. Number 2, your brand continues to increase because you're doing something that is in. This is the end thing right now in the Crate Challenge. And number 3, you were safe. You never even had to take the full risk. It's the great thing, man. It's like a magician. I'm all for it, baby. I am all for it. Absolutely. I am not knocking it. I don't knock the hustle. I respect it because that takes talent. That takes vision. You got to be able to see that. You got to be able to predict that. Like, bro, we only want it from these steps down, spotters around, so it makes it look more realistic, right? If JuJu's there without the spotters, oh yeah, it's easy to fake that.
Put that little Snapchat overlay on it so it looks like it's real organic.
Come on now.
I'm with you, man. I don't know if you really switched my tune on it, but I'm actually way more on your side and thinking that that's realistic. Because I was thinking, if it was real, I was like, you know what? First off, people need to relax. This dude's doing this in his own time. You can't control what people do. The outrage is just ridiculous. There was that. But then I took the second approach of like, okay, I get it because you're Steeler fans. You're rooting for the Steelers organization. Is this dude costing the team or whatnot?
Yeah, because in the sense of if he did
like
take the tumble and got hurt, then people would probably have a different tune to him.
Yeah, but here's my thought of that though. Was like, even if he did it, like, why are you so surprised or outraged? Because this is how JuJu has always operated, literally.
Absolutely.
He's not a wide receiver 1. He's a receiver 2. You don't. No, I was going off a little bit about this.
Deke, you going there with it?
Dude, kinda. Am I off on this? No, I'm way more on your page. I think it is conspiracy, but if it was true,
I'm loving. I just didn't expect big Deke energy for this one.
It's not that.
Go for it, man.
I mean, it's a nuanced take because my real response or like my main thought is just like, who cares, bro? Like, this dude's doing this in his own time. He has his own priorities. He could do whatever he wants. Yeah. But since we're Steeler fans, we care about the Steelers. You got to put like that hat on a little bit. But this is who JuJu's always been. He cares about the video. He cares about the branding. Yeah. Why would anyone be shocked or outraged that he's still doing that or doing something maybe a little bit risky, something that's going to draw attention? Maybe even get himself hurt. Yeah. At the end of the day, though, this is who JuJu is, really.
Yeah, you definitely bring up a point.
Wide receiver 2. I don't know how much this correlates to wide receiver 2, but I'm not seeing Hopkins do this shit. I'm not seeing like Michael Thomas Michael Thomas. He's kind of on the downside right now, but like AB.
That's because he's been hurt though, more so.
AJ Green is prime, Julio Jones. Like, you're not seeing that from these dudes.
I like your approach and I like the growth from you as well. I'm just shouting you out real quick.
Okay.
Because I think of it like in the sense of we both have not issue with it, but we can see why people would have an issue with it. But I like our perspectives are slightly different. You took the approach of when I look at other number 1 receivers, franchise caliber receivers, they don't conduct themselves like that. It's no different when we talk about franchise caliber quarterbacks. Don't tell me you're that when you don't conduct yourself or produce to that level. So I do like that part 100% because you bring up a great point right there. My reasoning, I didn't even look at it as viewing him as a number 1 versus a number 2. I just thought of it similar to how some of the people in the chat are in terms of, even though it's on his own time, he's still the Steelers' investment. They still got a lot of money tied into him. So
this is why the Steelers didn't commit to him long term.
But check me out though. Even though they didn't commit to him long term, $8 million. He get hurt on that and he misses 3 games, 2 games, whatever it is. Those are 2 games that I'm missing unnecessarily. It's something that you were doing outside. And that's why in the contracts they have what they call conduct detrimental, or if a guy gets hurt, they just move on. We saw that, what was it, Juwan James, the tackle out in Denver, who had tore his Achilles on his own time. Even though he had a mega contract and was going to be the guy out there, they went ahead and released him. That's how that on your own time thing works when I think of JuJu, and what the people in the chat have brought up, just in the sense of my sentiment, right? Because obviously your approach, I love your approach as well.
I like your conspiracy theory better though.
I just think that's how it is, but I love like where your mind
if
is
he
with
actually
that,
did it,
right? Like if he did it, I like where your mind is with this. But Andrew Noel, he was basically saying, like, when we talked about with this being JuJu's free time or his own time, he says he remembers a time when Ben almost killed himself on a motorcycle, once again on his own time, right? Then John Doe brought up, man, if he were to fall and break anything, then what? Like, how are we responding to that? Because you've seen the videos when the dudes fall, they fall pretty bad. I mean, it's funny, but it's pretty rough how they fall. And I thought like that was more so my thing. I'm just saying to myself, if it's a contract year, why are you doing that? Because this is a contract year for JuJu. But I didn't think of it like in the sense of, oh man, like dang on JuJu doing something else. I was like, kind of like your approach. This is who JuJu is.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, or indifferent.
He's going to come out. He's going to score 2 touchdowns in week 6. One of them might be a game winner. Absolutely, but don't be surprised if we get some other weird ass video in the middle of the season.
Absolutely. That's what he does. You're going to have issues at times, but you're going to love him at times. It goes back
to the contract. It's why we paid him 1 year, $8 million. It's why we're not gung-ho paying him 5 years, I don't know, 70, 80 million. Yeah. Or any other team, really.
I mean, that was proven this offseason. You're absolutely right, man. That does play a factor. I mean, once again, I feel like that's been like the theme, but that is when you're talking about rosters and committing money and define roles, all that plays into it. It's not always about what a guy is doing on the field. Teams take into account the other stuff as well, and that goes into the decision-making process, man.
And it's completely fine what he's doing for him.
Right.
But a lot of people, like you said, teams, or even your teammates can question, like, bro, are you more focused on the team as opposed to yourself? Focusing on yourself, your branding and all that, that's cool. But when it comes to football and the organization, that's not necessarily the best. And we saw it last year before the Bengals game, like doing a TikTok dance with literally all the attention on you, saying like, bro, that was the worst idea for you to do that in the Bills game. You saw Josh Allen's speech in the what was that, the hallway, the tunnel leading out to the stadium. Like, don't do that again. Just don't do it again. It's such a bad look. He did it again on Monday Night Football.
Next week. And, oh my God.
And that's my thought with this one. At least he's not amping up another team by doing this video, but still, like, that's the type of stuff he's always done up to this point.
Yeah, he is who he is, man. I don't look at it, like I said, it's not a knock on him. It's just JuJu is JuJu right now. He'll make up for, he gonna make, like you said, he gonna make a play week 1. It's gonna be a clutch third down. He gonna stiff arm somebody and we're gonna be like, thank you, JuJu. Yes, we love you. So yeah.
Another game, 2 catches, 5 yards.
Why are you?
His over-under is 800.
Why are you going like that? I love it, but why are we?
No, this is not a knock on. It's just who he is.
I know,
you
but
get what
that's
I mean?
why I'm just laughing because I'm like, I wasn't ready for this type of honest conversation today.
Oh, okay.